So I didn't expect that this week I was going to want to bring to you another lawsuit and bring it to the forefront, but I would absolutely be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you about this one as well. This one is super interesting. So I'm going to give you the quick synopsis of what this lawsuit entails. At the end, I'll give you my 2 cents on why it's important to you. And after that, I'm going to give you some feedback on what's going on here in the office, on the maintenance side, and how that affects you as well. All right, real quick. So there's a company called Realpage. Realpage handles the marketing, the pricing for multifamily real estate property management companies. Okay, Realpage essentially, what they were doing is the allegation, and the Attorney General is filing this antitrust suit against Realpage and like 9 other companies that all used Realpage for their price analysis, right? It's a program that they called revenue management. And with the revenue management, what they were doing was it was basically price fixing. And they were increasing the rents, oftentimes even when the model before used to look like, hey, reduce vacancy, reduce vacancy, reduce vacancy. Well, using this model, they would continue to price things up and even be okay with the vacancy because the money they were making on the price increases was more than covering what that vacancy was costing them. So really interesting in how that's going to shake out. The reason why this is important is the amount of renters that we have in Phoenix. 36% of households are renters and 1.7 million live in apartments. The numbers that they're saying, 70% of multifamily apartment units were using this system. 70%. So it's a huge number. How this works itself out, I would imagine that there is going to be some sort of rent control or something established and put in place after this, because as we all felt it, you all felt it with me, these fluctuations in the market and the rents over the last couple of years, and how that's just absolutely impacted your investment property, whether you had something on the market in 2022 and wow, we pushed the rents because rents were trending up and up and up and up, or we started seeing that gradual decline, right? And it's like, wow, knowing that there was something happening behind the scenes, I don't know. It's that they're going to have to, that something is going to be done about it. And I imagine that it's going to look like rent control sooner than we expected here in Arizona. I don't have any insight to that other than me just speaking what I think would be the general idea that would come out of this to, some sort of solution. But yeah, expect something to happen, and I'll keep you updated as we see this unfold as well. This is going to be an interesting one. I've got a map here that shows a breakdown of all of the properties. This is Phoenix. This is Tucson. Look at all of these properties that were affected. In every major every municipality, it looks like there was something affected. So let's see what that looks like. Hey, and then here in the office, we are switching out our maintenance. We are changing the maintenance and how it ties into property management. It's going to be a little painful, not only here for the team, but also you might be feeling it a little bit here and there over the next couple of months. Shouldn't take us longer than that to get through it, but right now we're in the thick of it, and yeah, it's some good growing pains. I mean, if you have questions, if something comes up where you're going to be more than likely getting a call from Jay if there's any sort of maintenance. Jay's here in the office. He's been with us a couple of months now. He's got a lot of experience when it comes to handling the maintenance and property management. However, in order to streamline the property management roles, we've got to get it all to one source so that we can build around that. And not to bore you with the details, a lot of blocking and tackling and some heavy lifting that we need to do here over the next couple of months. But once it's done, the face of how we're handling things and the level of service that we feel we'll be able to provide as we scale will just be significantly better. Not that it's bad now, it's just, as we scale, it's like making sure that we can continue to handle the level of service that we want to be able to provide. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope this was helpful. Again, this information that we're hearing about Realpage, I do think that something's going to come of this that's going to impact us as investors. So we've got to be paying attention to, all these. This is a bigger one than I expected it to be when somebody mentioned it to me earlier. It was just like, oh wow, like this could have some repercussions. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching.